You haven't really done anything.
I wrote for 6 months to get to do my programs. Before all these tickets, I wrote to come and do these programs. And they told me that I wasn't close enough to my max out date to do any of the programs. I've been in the jail since October. I didn't start catching the ticket till April. I've been waiting to go to the programs. This is not on me, it's on DOC.
But you're catching tickets, man. That's just, it's just,
You guys
just no way.
These people ain't doing nothing to help me in here, bro.
Well, you gotta do stuff to help yourself,
you guys
too.
don't know. You guys ain't in prison. You guys don't understand what we go through.
Well, we get lots of people.
They're not trying to help us.
Mr. Cormier, we get lots of people that we see that do stuff.
Now, I know that I often use the title Manbaby when it comes to these Connecticut parole hearings, and I will admit that sometimes I probably stretch it more than I should, but I promise you this time, this is a Connecticut Manbaby, and he also goes by another name, and that is the Halloween Burglar, because he dressed up and pretended to do trick-or-treating to find empty homes and then attempted to burglarize them. Now, the light on crime DA in Connecticut, they continued to release him time and time again. He only burglarized a home a few days prior to that, but was out on a self-reconnaissance bond. He's not very good at burglarizing because he seems to get caught over and over. Yet the DOC only gives him slap on the wrist after slap on the wrist. And we're going to see this man blame everybody but himself. And that's why he is officially a Connecticut Manbaby. But for that, let's jump in.
Morning. My name is Parole Officer Renard. Today is Friday, October 10th, and this is a hearing of the Connecticut Board of Pardons and Paroles. The following board members are present this morning, and by stating their names on the record, certified and reviewed all statutorily required documents and available pertinent information in preparation of this hearing.
Nancy Turner.
Alex Ickoff.
Panamember Rodriguez.
Please state your name and inmate number for the record.
Scott Cormier, 355-682.
This hearing is being conducted in consideration of the parole application for Scott Cormier, inmate number 355-682. He is serving a sentence of 10 years execution suspended after 3 years jail probation for 2 counts of attempted burglary third and 4 counts of burglary third. As of today, records reflect the parole eligibility date of July 25th, 2025. There's no victim input in this case. There is an offender accountability plan for the offender. It has been reviewed and shows the offender has not completed any programs. Utilizing the statewide collaborative offender risk evaluation system, the offender's overall score falls within the very high range of risk for recidivism. This is your opportunity to express to the board why you believe you should be granted parole. You may begin.
I haven't done my programs because I've been waiting on the waiting list for almost a year. I caught a couple of tickets. I don't really know. I've been trying to stay out of trouble. I'm trying to get home from my son because he needs me right now. And I made some mistakes, made a lot of mistakes in my life, but I don't know. I've been through a lot. I don't got much to say, really.
Okay, well, thank you, Mr. Cormier. We appreciate the brevity. So I can appreciate you wanting to get home to your son. He's 17.
Yeah.
So you knew you were coming up for parole eligibility?
Yeah, but I already had it in my mind that I'm not going to get it.
Okay,
So
that's why you decided to use K2 there in the prison?
no, that's not why.
Oh, okay. Well, if you were trying to get home to your son and you knew you had parole as a possibility, one would think you would be on your best behavior so that you, even without programs, had a favorable position coming into the hearing. But instead, in June, you got a contraband ticket and an intox ticket on the same day. and tested positive for K2. So that doesn't sound to me like somebody who wants to get home to their son. Why would you use drugs in prison?
They don't properly medicate me in here. They're not giving me my ADHD medicine, none of that. They're not properly medicating me. So I medicate myself. That's all I really know. That's all I've been around my whole life, man.
Did you go and talk to somebody, in mental health services?
I be trying to tell them all the time, I need my medication. They don't want to give you ADHD medicine in jail. And that's my biggest problem. I have ADHD issues. They got me locked down 20 hours a day. I lose my mind. It's boring in here. There's nothing to do in here.
From the documents that I have, that is not one of your actual diagnoses, but we're going to protect your privacy and not discuss specifics on the record. So, it's a vicious cycle because you feel like you're not getting the help you need there. So you violate the rules, which means you don't get the programs you need to make yourself eligible because all the DRs keep you out of programming and nothing changes. It just keeps cycling around. You have 10 DRs this period of incarceration, which in and of itself is very concerning and, contributes to the lack of programming, as I said earlier. So you have addiction services on your OAP for a drug score of 4, and you have multiple drugs that you use. You were on probation and you were in treatment and you were still using marijuana and cocaine. Why didn't you take treatment seriously when you were in the community?
Marijuana, I had a medical marijuana card when I was out there, so I was able to smoke marijuana. I had a card for that. The cocaine, I don't got no excuse for the cocaine.
Were you just not ready to get clean? And so you were checking the box and going to treatment, but didn't give a damn?
I didn't feel like I had a problem. They were just putting me in a program because I failed a hearing. At the time, I didn't feel I had a problem.
But weren't all the burglaries you were committing to support your drug use?
No, I was homeless. They let me out of prison. They maxed me out of prison and put me into the streets. That's why I was burglar. I had nowhere to go. It was getting cold out.
Talk to me about your support system now.
I don't have one. Really, I have my mom. I have my dad, but I've lost a couple family members while I've been incarcerated.
Do your parents live in the state?
Yeah.
Have you burned a lot of bridges with them?
No, not at all.
Criminal history goes back to 2008. It started with possession with intent to sell and then went right to burglary. Did you victimize them?
No.
Okay. So last time you were out, they wouldn't let you stay with them?
My mom was homeless and my father, no. My father got too much going on.
I can tell you, Mr. Cormier, there are a lot of people facing very challenging situations in life, including homelessness, that don't go out and commit burglaries and smoke cocaine. So, you talk about them as mistakes in life. These are choices that you're making. This is your 3rd period of incarceration greater than a year. So you're doing, at 38, you're ready to do life on the installment plan?
No, but this is also the first time I've been arrested in 8 years. You guys don't talk about none of the good stuff. Like, I was home for 7 years with no trouble on special parole.
So what brought you back? What brought you back to burglary?
I just, things happen. Me and my ex got into an argument. I came to jail for domestic violence, even though it was a domestic disturbance. It wasn't a violent crime.
Right, but probation put you in a domestic violence program that you didn't complete. So you're going to need to do that again when you're back out in the community.
I understand.
Okay, well, here's what I have. You score out very high for your risk to reoffend. You have been afforded 5 opportunities on community supervision and you've never been successful. You've accumulated 10 disciplinary reports this period of incarceration and haven't completed any programs. So I just don't know how it would be possible to find you suitable for discretionary parole release. Your end of sentence is in 14 months, and you'll have 3 years of probation. And hopefully you can use time between now and then to prepare yourself to be successful. I wish you much success. Mr. Rodriguez, any questions? You're muted, sir. You're still muted.
Sorry, Madam Chair. I'm not seeing any real effort from you at all. I mean, this is just, I'm not following. I mean, you were right when you came and you said, you know what, I don't think I'm going to get this today. Well, you kind of set yourself up for that. And you haven't really done anything.
I wrote for 6 months to get to do my programs. Before all these tickets, I wrote to come and do these programs. And they told me that I wasn't close enough to my max out date to do any of the programs. I've been in the jail since October. I didn't start catching the ticket till April. I've been waiting to go to the programs. This is not on me, it's on DOC.
But you're catching tickets, man. That's just, it's just,
You guys
just no way.
People ain't doing nothing to help me in here, bro.
Well, you got to do stuff to help yourself,
you guys
too.
don't know. You guys ain't in prison. You guys don't understand what we go through.
Well, we get lots of people.
They're not trying to help us.
Mr. Cormier, we get lots of
They're
people that we see that do stuff, that advocate for themselves strongly, that, and they do things. So there are guys who go in there who are doing things, even with all the challenges that you face. So I don't have any questions for you, Mr. Cormier. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Sarkoff. Okay, so no questions. So I think I made my position pretty clear. We don't have anything to work with here that's positive. I get that he had, I'm not sure what that 7-year period was, but he was on probation and not
special parole,
engaging in treatment and was not participating in the domestic violence program. So that's all concerning. There are programs on his OAP that hopefully he can complete before his release date in 2026. He's got 7 years of this sentence hanging over his head when he goes out to probation. But it's a deny for me.
A deny for me too, Madam Chair.
Okay. I have criminal history, poor performance on community release, inadequate program participation, and poor institutional adjustment. Those work? Okay.
Yeah,
so in the matter of Scott Cormier, inmate number 355-682, there's a motion to deny parole for the following reasons: your criminal history, your poor performance on community release, your inadequate release plan, and your poor institutional adjustment. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Parole is denied.
This concludes the hearing for Scott Cormier, 355-682. You're all set, sir.
What's wrong with you people?
No parole for Tate. None. Mr. Tate is not getting parole because
of anger issues. No parole for Tate. We have the merch, we have the shirt, we have the hat, we have the sweatshirt. It's fun. I see when y'all order it, and it always makes me smile. And if you post it on Instagram and give me a follow, I'll give you a follow back. Anyways, I told you, I did not lie. This is a classic Manbaby. I mean, can you even imagine that at the age of nearly 40, he is acting in this way? You can't make it up. Yet Connecticut will continue to coddle this Manbaby, coddle and coddle and coddle, while all he does is wreak havoc on the community in which he lives in. Can you imagine that they only gave him a 3-year sentence for this crime, but he has a long history of crimes? Clearly 3 years is not working. Clearly he needs more time to settle and kind of marinate in the sauce of programs, mature a little bit. Look, I get it wasn't a home invasion. I get it. He didn't have a weapon, but I cannot stand burglars. I cannot stand people that break into homes and steal your stuff. How many of us have had that happen or known someone who that has happened to? And it's up to the community to protect us from those people. And now look at this guy. Let me just give you the example. It's funny. They call him the fake trick-or-treater tried to break into a home. Let me just zoom in on this a little bit. I love how this gets a full article, right? When the chomos, you can't even, nothing about them. But 36-year-old man who told police, and this is the last crime, by the way, he was caught he was trick-or-treating with his family and was spotted via surveillance cameras trying to break into a local home on Halloween night. So I'm sure he had his mask on, he had his little dress as Tinkerbell, right? Or I don't know I don't know if it wasn't Tinkerbell. Well, who would it be? Who would be a good someone that he should be dressed up as? I don't know. Think of something. A Manbaby. I don't know. Alfalfa? I don't know. So Scott Cormier of Torrington was charged with second-degree attempted burglary and third-degree trespass in Connecticut with the incident. A local homeowner called police around 7:30 p.m. Tuesday to report a suspicious man detected by the home video surveillance equipment could be seen apparently trying to break into the house, according to the report. The resident, who was not home at the time, provided a description of the man in his clothing. Police said on video images, was he not wearing a mask? Come on, no costume on Halloween. That's just lazy. Officers, he could have dressed up as a minion, right? On the whole yellow thing. Officer dispatched to the scene found the man later identified as Cormier, matching the description walking down the street. Nothing suspicious here, just a complete crackhead-looking guy with no costume on Halloween night. When questioned, according to the reporter, Cormier told the police he was trick-or-treating with family, even though he was alone. A review of the homeowner's video, police said, showed Cormier walking around to the rear of the house and trying to enter the dwelling. The dwelling was locked, and the suspect was unable to gain entry. Now, then we go to June 17, 2024, and they say Halloween burglar struck again for a second time. So let me see. This was the man who was arrested last year for allegedly trying to break into a home. So as you can see, he got out. He was charged June 11th with third-degree burglary. But it goes on, right? Police were alerted last November that a home was burglarized. A review of the home surveillance showed that White had broken into the premises about 5:30 on October 31st. Where is it that I was looking at? So he had been arrested trying to burglarize in a neighborhood on October 31st. He was into custody June 11th. I don't know. For some reason, I thought there was a second one. But anyways, I think we get the point. And it's 9/26/2024 is when he was sentenced. So it's interesting. The crime justice moved pretty quick from June to when he was sentenced. His maximum release date is 1/24/2027, and he doesn't even have special parole. He's just getting parole to his probation.
Good morning. My name is Parole Officer Renard. Today is Friday, October 10th, and this is a hearing of the Connecticut Board of Pardons and Paroles. The following board members are present this morning, and by stating their names on the record, certify they reviewed all statutorily required documents and available pertinent information in preparation of this hearing.
Nancy Turner, good morning.
Alex Tuckhoff.
And Member Rodriguez.
Please state your name and inmate number for the record.
Yusef Ross, 19/7/99.
This hearing is being conducted in consideration of the parole application for Yusef Rawls, inmate number 197-999. He is serving a sentence of 30 months jail with 30 months special parole for threatening first and strangulation second. As of today, records reflect the parole eligibility date of November 13th, 2025. There is no victim input in this case. There is an offender accountability plan. It has been reviewed and shows the offender has completed the domestic violence program. Utilizing the statewide collaborative offender risk evaluation system. The offender's overall score falls within the high range of risk for recidivism. This is your opportunity to express to the board why you believe you should be granted parole. You may begin.
I have a child that's dyslexic. I have my parents that's old. I have a duty to do out in the world, and I want to participate in doing it. And I will absolutely pay attention to whatever I have to do out in the world.
Okay, Mr. Rawls, are there reasons that you deserve parole? Because those are all reasons you want parole.
No, that's what I have to do.
Right. What have you done to prepare yourself to be suitable for parole?
I had have domestic violence. I did that and everything. I was real honest and everything, and I feel as though I should be on parole. Please.
Well, that's an interesting assertion. So we're going to ask questions of you. I know you've been before the board
Okay.
before 2014, 2016, and here we are, 2025. We're going to begin questions with my colleague, Mr. Sarkoff.
No problem.
Good morning, Mr. Rawls.
How you doing today?
Good, thank you. Can you tell us why you're incarcerated?
I've been what should I say? I've been accused of holding a gun, and I did not and everything. I've been accused of fighting, and I did not and everything. I feel as though that they wanted to prosecute me because of the fact that I was not messing with them. And I have a child by a girl, one of them, and she just got arrested because of the fact that she had got drunk and she, what should I say? She was on the bus, or she was.
Mr. Rawls, Mr.
Yes.
Rawls, the question to you is, why are you incarcerated?
Okay, because I was what should I say? I got a head injury. I got shot in the head. I got TBI.
We are aware of that, sir. Yes?
Yes. And I messed up with my talking.
Well, let me ask you, one of your convictions is for threatening, right? Do you deny pulling a gun on the victim?
Absolutely.
Okay. Your second conviction is for strangulation, second degree. Do you deny that anything happened there?
Yeah, I only got one here.
I'm sorry?
I only got one here. I did not do anything. But I will do anything that is possible that we have to what I have to do.
Yeah, but do you accept responsibility for that domestic incident at all?
Yes.
You received 8 tickets in the facility?
No, I only got wow, I got 8 tickets.
You have 8. Well, now you have 9, I think, because you just had a fight, right?
This week.
This week.
Can you talk about what happened in the most recent fight?
I was not in the fight and everything. That dude hit me. I only got one here, and I'm not gonna fight because of the fact that I only got one here, and I'm on I got a knot against my head. I walk differently because I got shot and everything. I wasn't in the fight. The guy hit me.
All right.
Only got one hand. I only got one in. I feel as though that I'm gonna sue these people because of the fact that they made a mistake.
And what about all the other tickets? You have 8 other tickets. Facility.
8 other tickets. I got 9.
Now you have 9, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my child was in the first jail, and I wanted to look out for him because of the fact that he just got into jail, and I was looking out for him. And the other, I don't know what the other ones is, honestly. But I'm not a flight risk. I pay attention. I do what I have to do. I have to that's all. I do what I have to do, and I feel as though that
Mr. Rawls,
yes.
4 of your DRs are for disobeying a direct order, and another 4 are for being out of place. I'm not really sure that you actually do what you're supposed to do there in the facility.
I was looking after my son. I wasn't doing anything else. And the other the first floor and everything, they're lying.
Oh.
All right.
They're
I'll
lying
move on.
because of what happened?
I'll move on. You completed the domestic violence program in the facility, right?
Absolutely.
Can you talk about what you learned there?
Yes, the faces, it's a mask and everything. I had I don't know. I can't tell you the honest truth and everything. I finished it, and I finished it, and I told my story and everything, and I finished it. Well, I'm more nervous right now for real. Oh man, I'm sorry. I just came out of a seizure, so I'm not feeling well.
Understand. Well,
I was in the seizure, and I went to the hospital and everything, and I'm not feeling so well.
okay, well, thank you for answering my questions. I think that's all I have, Madam Chair.
Okay. So, Mr. Rawls,
Yes,
you completed the Explore program in 2022 when you were out in the community,
absolutely.
right? Yeah.
Yes.
And that was in May. And then
Okay.
in August, you got the strangulation incident. So why didn't that program help you make better choices?
I did not strangulate. That's the a lie, because the fact that that girl, I was not messing with her. I was there was a friend. I was not doing anything, and I feel as though that it was a mistake of that girl. I only got one hand. She got 2.
You know, she had quite a few injuries because you held her overnight.
No, I did not.
Okay.
I did
So
not.
What are you responsible for?
Letting that female in my parents' house.
Oh. Okay. So your 85% date is in the middle of November, and your end of sentence is in the middle of March. So we're just talking about 5 months.
Yes.
And you still have programs on your OAP that you haven't completed.
Only had one One, what's that? Only had one.
You had domestic violence, anger management, vocational education, and a job.
No, hey, yo, I only had one. That's all.
So, Mr. Rawls, I think you could also benefit from the Voices program, so you can understand the impact of your crimes on those you victimize. You have 3 standing criminal protective orders against you. Can you tell me what you understand that means?
I can't be around them.
You can't contact them.
Yes,
You can't reach out through social media.
absolutely.
You can't send messages to them through a third person.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Yes,
So I just so you know, I'm looking at your signed OAP. You signed it on July 26th of 2024. And it does have anger management and domestic violence on it. So, well, I'm glad you understand about the criminal protective orders because they run through 2 of them through the year 2070
okay.
and 1 through the year 2049. So how do you intend to manage your feelings of jealousy in relationships going forward? Because it seems to be the root of all your abusive behavior.
I have what should I say? I have a fiance.
You do?
Yes,
Oh. Does she know about your criminal history,
yes,
including the multiple assaults, your drug possession, all of that?
yes,
Okay. Well, I'm glad to see you have a sponsor. Your mom is willing to take you into her
Absolutely.
home in Waterbury. That's pretty
Yes.
remarkable.
absolutely. I only got one side that I can work with. I've been having that ever since I got shot and everything. That's why these females is lying about a gun and everything. How would
I'm gonna stop you there, Mr. Rawls, because I don't have any more questions, but I can tell you, having read the police reports and the pre-sentence investigation, their
Yes.
accounts of the crimes are entirely credible. That means believable. Mr.
Yeah, but-
Rodriguez, do you have any questions for Mr. Rawls?
Thank you, Madam Chair. No, I don't really have any questions for Mr. Rawls. I think he really needs to do some additional programming at this particular point. But I thought there were 4 protective orders. I saw an SM.
Yeah, you're right. There are 4 through 2070 and 1 through 2049.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know who his new fiance is, but I'm sure I hope he makes her aware of all these things.
Yes,
Well-
she knows. She knows. She
Do
knows.
you think she's listening today, Mr. Rawls?
Excuse me?
Is she
I think she's
listening
listening.
today?
I can't hear you.
Is she listening today? Did you tell her about the hearing?
No. I didn't know that it was this day. I thought it was in March.
You know, when you met with the parole officer and he interviewed you,
She said.
can you let me finish?
Yes.
When you met with the parole officer, he prepared a report based on his interview of you, and he quoted you as saying about your release plan that you're much older and wiser.
Yes.
It's ruthless in here, and you're not going to mess with any females, and you're going to be going to church.
Absolutely. Yes.
So
Yes. But
we
she
didn't have any information about a fiance.
Hey yo, the parole officer said it was gonna be in next month. Because
Okay.
the next month, the 10th, because I told my mom and dad that.
Okay, well, we're done with the questions, so I'm gonna
Yes.
ask you to sit there and not interrupt while we discuss your case. Okay?
No problem, yes.
Great, okay. So, Mr. Zarkov, what are your thoughts?
Mr. Rawls rates high on the risk of recidivism. He was on probation when he was charged and convicted on 2 separate family violence offenses involving two victims, separate victims. He seems to deny any misconduct. He denies all his offenses. He's taken the DV program, but just give us a few minutes. He's taken the DV program, but he had a hard time articulating really anything that he learned there. He had a difficult time remembering his 8, now 9 disciplinary tickets. So I cannot find him suitable for parole. I know we've set special parole stipulations too.
Okay. I would agree. I find that he is not, he's struggling, I'll give him that, with any sense of responsibility. He does a lot of blaming. We heard it about the DRs, we heard it about the victims. And that's concerning to me, because if he's not at a place where he can fully accept responsibility, I don't see that there's going to be change. He has a criminal history that goes back to 1993. He is 51 years old, and that's concerning. I'm glad that he has a sponsor to go to, and I hope he can engage in further programming before his end of sentence, so that he might be prepared to not come back to prison. Mr. Rodriguez, any thoughts?
Thank you, Madam Chair. I don't find Mr. Rawls suitable today either, for many of the same reasons that both of you have already discussed. Especially that he has not taken any additional programming. And I'll be quite honest with you, I don't even know if he took additional programming, if that would sink in enough to keep him out of any problems when he does leave. He didn't seem to have really gained anything from domestic violence. He shared that he didn't know exactly what he got from it. So I don't even know he's prepared to do that yet. So
Right.
I don't find him suitable today.
You know, he did have a medical situation which may be impairing his recall. But I think the bigger issue is that he did the extensive Explorer program in the community, and 3 months later, there's a new charge, but he denies that. So for stipulations, I have domestic violence and no contact with victims, NB and AW. Did you have anything else?
I did not.
We want to do mental health evaluation.
How come
No, I think
you,
they can request that.
hey, yo, how come you got me in this position and I just got a seizure? So and then I can't remember because I got a TBI. You don't understand that?
We do
I got
understand that, Mr. Rawls. We do.
Yeah, I know, I do understand it, and I got a TBI and I forget. So why are you making up this? No, saying I should not be in this position because of the fact that I just got a seizure and I'm not suitable for this interview because of the fact that I got a seizure and I got head problems.
Well, Mr. Rawls, I'm going to make the motion, and it really isn't based on the interview today. It's really based on what you brought us, which is not enough programming, poor behavior in the
I'm going to get out anyway. I'm going to get out in March. So, but why you, what you
going? The reasons for denial with Mr. Rawls would be criminal history, offense on probation, poor institutional adjustment, and the nature and circumstances of the current offenses.
I'm going to get out anyway.
Yes, you are.
I'm going to get out anyway. So I understand what you're saying. But
listen to the motion, sir.
But I'm getting out anyway, and you are wrong.
Yeah, we have to set your special parole conditions, and that's what we're going to do. So listen up.
No problem.
In the matter of Youssef Rawls, inmate number 197-999, there is a motion to deny parole for the following reasons: your criminal history, Your offense is being committed while you were on probation, the nature and circumstances of your offenses, and your poor institutional adjustment. I further move to set the following conditions for your special parole
You know, I
supervision.
gotta go, 'cause I don't
Behavior
understand that.
management for domestic violence and no contact with victims initials ND and AW. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Parole is denied.
The hearing for each of calls to be number 197.
Yo, that's the.
Back up,
Yes,
because nobody opened the door for you. Wait a second.
okay.
No parole for tape.
Okay,
No parole for tape.
so,
No parole for tape. None.
okay,
Mr. Tate is not getting parole because of anger issues. That's what's going on here. No parole.
No parole for Tate. I know I just had to throw it in there. And look, if some of you are thinking, "Hey, man, dude, you gotta have like you're not calling this right." Like the guy clearly has a serious head injury. Like he shouldn't be in the prison. He should be somewhere else. There's a few answers I'll have for that. One is the Connecticut Parole Board is like ultra like scratch, cross your T's, dot your I's when it comes to those things. Like if there was even any hypothetical question, I'd expect them to be babying this case. But it came in right off the bat. They had no patience for him. They did not care. They did not, so either like all of the doctors and all the information that they get into preparing this type of hearing, they all got it wrong, and the parole board got it wrong, and he actually can't remember anything, or he actually is just a really messed up troublemaker. I mean, maybe it's both ways. Maybe he really can't remember anything. I mean, you could clearly see there's something going on. You get shot in the head, you're going to have those problems. Maybe they just don't care. Maybe they say it's just not a valid excuse. The bottom line is he's incredibly dangerous. You heard how long his record was, dating back almost 40 years. And the craziest thing is when I look online, like at just what they have in the database, it shows, let's see, I'll go over it, but he sentenced 9/17/2019. He sentenced again. No, he's given probation somehow because he violates probation 10/5/2021, and then he commits another crime 1/23/2024, and I'll go over the details of the crimes. So 2019, without having Sir Richard do this for me, it's always a little bit, but it looks like disorderly conduct. So okay, 8/29/2023 is strangulation, suffocation of the second degree. He's given 30 months jail for that. With special parole, 30 months. And this is to someone who has a record that goes back 40 years. He also has threatening first degree for 10/20/2021. He has violation of a protection order 1/23/2024. The offense date was 5/9/2020, but he's given 3 years jail, but a suspended sentence. So when he violates the protection order, he's given a suspended sentence. And I'm guessing what happened is for the current offense was the strangulation. I'm guessing on the same woman we violated the protection order from. So, and no matter what, anyways, he's getting out his full term date. He was only sentenced 1/23/2024. His hearing is October 2025, and he is getting out no matter what. Like Q was saying, I'm getting out anyway. I'm getting out anyways. March 29th of 2026. Now you might say, well, maybe he's harmless. He's in the wheelchair, his hands, his head. But I have a feeling that they have more information. I have a feeling that he was in this condition when he strangled her, right? And he was obviously, actually, when you think about it, when it comes to the hearing, you said, I have one hand, I couldn't do it. So they're not happy with him just totally denying it. And it just goes to show you could be in a wheelchair and have all those, and yet you can still strangle someone. And the craziest thing of all of it is that he already has another significant other. And that is one thing that I will never cease to be shocked by, which is, who in the world? How is it possible? And then you hear about there are men that can't get a date, and yet and yet you just see the craziest. They always have a fiance, a wife, 5 girlfriends chasing them. I can never wrap my mind around it. I have a feeling we're going to see a lot more of this man. So check out the Return of playlist whenever he does get paroled and then has to go on special parole. This is not going to work out. It just makes you wonder how he hasn't killed someone yet. The strangulation thing is so dangerous. But there's really no other information. When I look him up, I tried to find more information about the gunshot. I want to give some type of info, but it's just not there. It's kind of like a black hole. It's the strangest thing, isn't it? But there you have it. One of the crazier hearings that we've seen in a little while. And with that, I'll let you go.
But I thought there were 4 protective orders. I saw an SM.
Yeah, you're right. There are 4 through 2070 and 1 through 2049.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know who his new fiance is, but I'm sure, I hope he makes her aware of all these things.
Yes,
Well-
she knows.
Do you think she's listening today, Mr. Rawls?
Excuse me?
Is she
I think she's
listening
listening.
today?
I can't hear you.
Is she listening today? Did you tell her about the hearing?
No. I didn't know that it was this day. I thought it was in March.
You haven't really done anything.
I wrote for 6 months to get to do my programs. Before all these tickets, I wrote to come and do these programs. And they told me that I wasn't close enough to my max out date to do any of the programs. I've been in the jail since October. I didn't start catching a ticket till April. I've been waiting to go to the programs. This is not on me, it's on DOC.
But you're catching tickets, man. That's just, it's just,
You guys,
There's just no way.
these people ain't doing nothing to help me in here, bro.
well, you got to do stuff to
You
help
guys,
yourself, too.
don't know. You guys ain't in prison. You guys don't understand what we go through.
Well, we get lots of
They're
people
not
that
trying to
we
help
see-
us.
Mr. Comey, we
They're
get lots of
setting
people
us up
that
to come
we
back
get
in
lots
here.
of people that we see that do stuff.